Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to mini story for evil English teacher. Let's get started. There's an evil English teacher. There was an evil English teacher. He was very bad teacher. Was there a nice teacher? No, there was an evil English teacher. Was the teacher nice or was the teacher mean? The teacher was very mean. Was the teacher friendly or was the teacher mean? The teacher was mean. The teacher was very bad. Who was the evil English teacher? Who was the evil English teacher? Was the evil English teacher Hoàng Việt? No, of course not. Hoàng Việt was a great teacher. He was a great teacher. So, who was an evil English teacher? Dave. Dave was an evil English teacher. Was Dave mean? Yes, he was mean. He was an evil English teacher. He came into his class. The students were sitting at their desks, waiting for him. Where did he go? He went to his class. He came into his class. Did he came into his history class? No, he came into his English class. Where was his English class? Where was his English class? Was his English class in America? No, his English class wasn't in America. His English class was in Japan. Was his English class in South Japan? No, it wasn't in South Japan. It was in North Japan. Where were Dave teaching? In Japan. Dave was teaching in north of Japan. What town was Dave teaching? Was he teaching in Tokyo? No, he wasn't teaching in Tokyo. Was he teaching in Osaka? No, he wasn't teaching in Osaka. He was teaching in Seoul. Is Seoul big or Seoul very small? Oh, Seoul was very small. So Dave was teaching in Seoul in Japan. Was Dave in a very big city? No, he wasn't in a very big city. He was in a small city. Where in Japan is Seoul? Seoul is a town in north of Japan. Is Seoul in the north of Canada? No, it isn't. Seoul is in the north of Japan. Is Seoul cold usually or Sura hot usually. Sura is usually cold. Who was in the north of Japan? Deaf. Deaf were in the north of Japan. Deaf were in Sura. What kind of person was deaf? Deaf were an evil English person. Deaf were an evil English teacher. He was very bad teacher. He came into his class in the north of Japan. The students were sitting at their desks, waiting for him. The students were sitting, or they standing? They were standing. Was the student sitting, or was they standing? The students were sitting. Where were they sitting? They were sitting at their desks. Why were they sitting at their desks? Because he was waiting for Dave. Were the student Americans waiting for Dave? No, not American. They were Japanese. What were they doing? What were the students doing? They were sitting and waiting for Dave. Was the student evil? Very bad? Very mean? No, of course not. Japanese students were very nice and very friendly. So who were evil? Dave. Dave was an evil English teacher. Were all English teachers evil? Were all English teachers evil? No, almost English teacher was evil, but not all. Dave said to the class, "Every day we study English grammar. If you make a mistake, I'll hit you with a stick." Oh no, oh no, oh no. It's terrible. What did Dave say to the class? He said, "We'll study English grammar every day. If you make a mistake, I'll hit you with a stick." What did Dave said? What did Dave said? The students study. What did Dave said? The students study English grammar. He said, they will study English grammar. Would they study English grammar, or would they study English vocabulary? They would study English grammar. Would they study Japanese grammar? No, not Japanese grammar. They would study English grammar. Who would study English grammar? The student Japanese.